What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another update here on my current household family in Monte Vista. A lot of time has actually passed since the last update. The oldest generation that you saw in the last video have all passed away. Right now, the household currently revolves around Gino. So if you remember, Gino was the child in the last video. He was the adopted kid of who was it, Nicoletta and Evangelina. So Giada is also in the house as well, Gino's cousin. So today is just going to be like a typical Friday morning for us. So I'm going to be honest as well. I mentioned in the last video that I usually keep my families pretty small. So to be honest, like the family's too big for me at the moment, and it's hard for me to like manage all this stuff. I'm just not that good at it. So just be prepared for the chaos there. First things first, let's check in with Gino. So as I mentioned, Gino was the adopted child. So he was a kid in the last video. He's not a young adult, he's just like a normal adult now. He's doing great. Like, he's having a really good time. He's doing great in his career. He is married to a woman who he loves and cares about, and he has two twin girls. So he's also a happy father. Gino wasn't dealt the best hand here in life. He has a lot of like bad traits, I guess you could say. He has grown up to be very successful. He's level 8 in the athletic career, which I really never saw him doing. He just wanted it. So I was like, okay, Gino, sure, do it. So he's in the athletic career. His skills are good. Like, everything's going great in his life. Yeah, everything is pretty much perfect in his life at the moment. He's married to Amelia. So Amelia over here is a member of the Seals family, and they live here. So the family, the Seals family lives down here in this little house. This is actually Amelia's mom. I forgot what her name is. What is her name? Her name is Jamie Seals. So this is her mother. It's so silly, actually. They work in the same profession. She had a desire to work as a criminal, and I was like, sure, why not? In my previous videos, I talked about how there's like this undercurrent of crime in Monte Vista. So there are a lot of people who live in this town who are in the criminal career, and they just happen to be two of them. But she took some time off of work because she had the twins, so she was really busy taking care of them. So she is just level 6 at the moment, but she's doing great. And whenever she was assigned an accomplice, it turned out the accomplice was her mother. So they're like a mother-daughter crime duo, I guess. But I thought that was pretty funny. She's great, like their family's great. We visit them pretty often, just like going over to their house and hanging out. They have parties, they invite us, all those things. So Amelia is doing great as well. The only thing I will say is that after she had the kids, which by the way, the twins were totally unexpected. Did not expect that at all. After she had the twins and she went back to work, she sort of felt, I guess, dissatisfied with her life. So recently, due to her midlife crisis, she's been having like some weird wants and desires. Earlier, like yesterday, one of them said to divorce Gino. And I was like, whoa, that's not... I don't think they want to divorce each other because they really love each other and the relationship is great. But yeah, as people get older, they change and they grow, and it's normal that sometimes you grow apart from people. But I don't think that that's the case necessarily with Amelia and Gino. Okay, so I would go ahead and introduce you to their kids, but we have 4 people who are in school. Let me go ahead and move over to Giada. If you all remember Giada from the last part, again, she's Gino's cousin. She was a child of Vera, and remember Vera, the one who was, always... who had a wandering eye, we'll say. But she's the child of Goopy from the Gil Scarborough family, and Vera. She has had a really rough life. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like, her life has not been good. And she's like, as you can see, she's not having a good time with her... What would you call this? She's also her cousin now, I guess? I get so confused with, like, the family relationship names and stuff. Let's actually have Giada go. She has to go do something, like an opportunity, so she's gonna head into town. As you can see, she's wearing black because she's actually still in mourning. Her husband died. Her husband's name was Philippe. Philippe lived in Champlain, so they actually met online. They were like pen pals for a while, and eventually she asked him to come visit, Monte Vista. He came over. When he was there, they got engaged, and then, whenever foreigners visit in the game, they stay for a few days, but eventually they leave. So Philippe ended up leaving after their engagement, and when he came back the second time, he was an elder, and Giada was like, this is silly, like why are we doing this long distance thing? They got married, he moved in, and then he died like shortly after he moved in. It must have been like 1 or 2 days after he moved in. He died of old age, and that was like awful. The even worse thing is that Giada was pregnant when he died. She was pregnant, and that's who this little kiddo down here is. This is Enzo. The twins, Luciana and Isabella, are the children of Emilia and Gino. And you might be wondering, who's this kiddo? Luca. Well, Luca here, who just got home from school, is the second child of Vera. So Vera, who had Giada, also had a second kid much, much later. Actually, when she was an elder. That's like ridiculous, but in my game, I guess the settings said that elders could have babies. So Vera was an elder when she gave birth to Luca. And Luca's father is this man, Cody Briggs. I don't know anything about Cody Briggs' life. He hasn't really been in our life. I don't even think Luca knows his dad, but it was a man that Vera knew and met and clearly liked. So yeah, she had her little love child, Luca. I thought it was so funny that in the last video, I was like, yeah, my families are pretty small, like don't generally tend to have like a lot of surprise kids. It's usually pretty planned. And then Vera got pregnant as an elder. So Luca here is a very interesting kid. He doesn't have much of a relationship with his sister or half-sister, Giada. He actually dislikes her as well as their cousin, Gino. So he doesn't really have good relationships with anyone in the household as far as I'm aware. But that's okay, he's just doing his own thing. He recently went to prom, he was prom king. So were Gino and Giada as well whenever they went to prom. These are their crowns on the side. And then this is Gino's prom picture with Emilia. Yeah, they got together when they were teens. So I think that's a pretty sweet love story there. Okay, so Luca, yeah, is just a teen. That's why he's so much younger than his sister. So, and his traits are couch potato, loves the outdoors, handy, and good. So yeah, some really interesting traits there as well. Isabella's a great kid. She's been doing really well in school. Her twin, Luciana, is sort of the same situation. One thing I noticed is that she's somehow a 3-star celebrity and her sister is 1-star. They don't really do any like celebrity activities. They're children, so I don't know why that is. Oh wow, Gino actually just completed his lifetime wish. Wow, I didn't realize that's what it was. Oh, you can see he's in his new G-Wagon. I think I calculated how much the family makes weekly just from their investments, and they make around 75,000 simoleons a week. So we're good. Even if none of us worked, we'd be good to go. So that's positive. I didn't tell you much about what Giada does. So after her husband died, she joined the acting career, and she did that for a while. Even though she has all of these great traits that would be great for an actress, she hated it. She was doing poorly anyway, and she just quit, and she became a painter. She actually has been very successful as a painter. She's level 9, almost to level 10. She hasn't made that much, I guess, almost 30,000 simoleons. I have some sims, like in my legacy, she's made over 100,000 simoleons, I'm pretty sure. She hasn't made that much, but she's really good at it, as you can see. Okay, so yeah, she struggled quite a bit after her husband died, and basically was just depressed, I guess. She didn't leave the house for a really long time. She was just staying home and painting. I guess painting was her way of just expressing her grief in a way. Yeah, she was really sad and down, it seemed like, for a long time, but I think she's doing better now. I actually would like for her to get remarried or something. I think that would be great for her. I don't necessarily want her to have more kids, but she did just become an adult, so she still has a lot of life ahead of her, and I want her to be happy, so maybe she can find someone to be with. Sorry, I'm just struggling here to get everyone to go to sleep. Go to sleep in your bed, not your uncle's bed. That's strange. So Luca was just reading Enzo to sleep in his bed. I was like, what is going on here? Gino, you're good to go. Oops, I missed your party. Sorry. I just went to a party like the other day. Costume party. I can insert a picture here of Emilia in her costume, I had no idea what it was. I was like, is this a zebra or is this a cat? Or like a combination of the two? Okay, so it looks like Amelia got promoted. And it says, competing branches of the organization are looking at Amelia Beauclair and her skills with eager eyes. The Department of Thievery thinks she's got a great sneak about her, as well as an eye for the real prize. The Ministry of Evil has other plans for Amelia. They think she has what it takes to lead the organization to evil and world domination. What will it be? Thief or evildoer? It's a lovely question. I'm going to go with evil. Going with evil because I know at one point she actually wanted to join the evil career path. And that might be her, is this her thing? Yeah, she wants to be the Emperor of Evil. That's her lifetime wish. So we're going to go with the evil branch there. She's now a henchman. That's very cool. Her athletic skill is awesome. In high school, she was actually voted most likely to be a sports star. She's very into fitness and stuff. She stays like super fit. She has huge muscles. I'm actually dying for this outfit. Like the Zorro mask just completes it. It's perfect. It is perfect. You know, she's not like a bad person. She's just in the criminal career. I don't want to get into like a whole philosophical debate about what that means. By the way, is she not hot as fuck? They're both just like the most attractive couple, you know? Like they're both so good looking. Actually, Giada, on the other hand, whenever she aged up, I was just like, know how to say it? I guess I was just like concerned in a way because she definitely has some of her mom's features. I just worried for her a little bit whenever I saw her. And I think that has affected her self-esteem. As you know, like the only guy she's ever been with has been this Philippe guy who lives in France, as I mentioned. So I don't know. I just feel like she's had a really lonely life. She hasn't been able to experience a lot. And I know that in the last video, I was talking about her and I was saying I was worried because her parents were basically a terrible example of what a healthy relationship is. And she was in love with Philippe, like they were a great couple, but I think she takes relationships very seriously and she doesn't want to be in one unless she knows that like both parties are like totally committed, like in it for the long term. Yeah, I feel bad for her. She's had a rough time. Anyway, I was saying Kendra, I think, is having some trouble with the house because the house is always a mess. Like, even more so since our previous two butlers left. She's been having a rough time, but it's nice to see she has decided to make waffles, pancakes, and French toast. The three breakfast foods that everyone must have. Okay, I love this outfit that you're wearing to work, Gino. That's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The Russell Westbrook of the Sims world here. Okay, so he is off. Hey, let me show you our new cars. Two things happened. So we got the G-Wagon. We've had this Mercedes for a very long time. And then the Rolls Royce is actually an upgraded version. This is Amelia's car. It's a 2021 Rolls Royce Ghost. And funny story, so this is the old one we had. The old one we had was 185, okay? The 2021 version is 310. Like, holy crap. Not double, but almost double. But the funny thing is, just to show you how much things depreciate in the game, obviously we bought this for 185. I sold it for 111. So it depreciated by like 70,000 simoleons. That's a lot. Yes, that is how the garage is looking. Fresh Prince Designs, Google it. Custom content cars are just awesome. Another thing I did to the house, as you can see, I have finally closed off this dreaded outdoor hallway that was here. I closed it off and I actually extended this part of the house. I made it a bit wider. So that's what the columns are there for. In terms of like structural changes, I don't think I did anything else. Yeah, so the house is looking good. The house is looking pretty good. Still loving it. We have just the right amount of bedrooms currently, so we're pretty much break even. I talked about in the last time, if you remember, the family had purchased a house up here. It was this one, I believe, terracotta townhouse. But we actually sold it and we decided to invest in a house that was a bit closer to ours. Again, this is still like a project I have not finished. But let me go take care of Amelia here, and then I will show you the other house that we're going to renovate is the plan. No one in the house knows how to cook, so we're still surviving off of leftovers. I would like someone to cook though. I feel like Giada, I thought she could cook because because I was like, hey, Giada De Laurentiis, you know, the lady who has the Food Network show. She's like Italian and stuff. I think at one point I was like, if that Giada can cook, then our Giada has to know how to cook. So I think she has some cooking skill. So Giada, Can you do us the pleasure? Gino has had the same bedroom since he was a kid. It's funny just like how the different generations, like which room they sleep in, I feel like it has its own memories associated with it. I think at one point Gino's grandparents, or was it great grandparents, lived in this room. So that's just like, whoa, blows your mind. Let me have Gino put on some like normal clothes, and then let's have him go over here to the like investment property or whatever that we bought. Arlene, I'm sorry, I don't even know who you are. No, I'm not going on a date. Dang, Arlene. Okay, so it's a little weird because there are two entrances, but there's a 2-car garage over there. It actually looks pretty big. It might fit 3 cars, actually. So this is the house. It is sort of like, the layout is a little bit opposite of ours. Our house is more forward on the street, and like the courtyard and the pool and stuff are in the back. But as you can see, the outdoor space here is so nice. Like there's this huge fountain, they have a pool, there's like a little place for like a grill. Over here is like a little place where you can eat. It's like it has like that romantic vibe that a lot of the houses do. Tuscan, romantic. So the house itself, I think is 3 floors. Let's check, I'll just show you around a little bit. So this is where you walk in. The rooms are huge. Like this living room is gigantic, and so is this bathroom. Like unnecessarily large, really. And a giant kitchen as well. Up here, what do we got? I really like how there's this wraparound, like upstairs balcony or whatever. That's pretty cool. It's not something you see a lot because the house has to be pretty big to have this kind of like, it reminds me of Resident Evil, the first one, where like, you know, there's like in the dining room and it wraps around. So up here is another bathroom, and like this is the main bedroom. And let me put up the wall so you can see. He's like watching TV, like I could live here. Well, you do own it. So I like how it's like separated. Do you see? Bruh, what are these calls I'm getting? Grim Reaper wants to go on a date? Heck no, man. Anyway, so I love how this room is so big that it has like its own separated space for the bed. This is like the entire bedroom suite, I guess. There's a bathroom attached as well. I wish we could do something like this in our house. We could do it, but it would just take up too much space. Like we need the bedrooms, as many as possible. Okay, and then if you go outside right here, there's another set of stairs. Let's have Gino show us where this takes you to. So up here is actually a little space that has a bar. There's like an easel outside, a telescope. That's pretty cool. So there's this cool little, I don't know what you would call this. There's this cool little like room up here. It's very nice, actually. I would probably change like all of the floors and wallpapers and stuff just because I have a very specific vibe I'm going for. Yeah, this house is pretty cool. But I don't know, I'm still thinking I'm just gonna keep everyone together. Like no one has ever really left the family. It's like The Sopranos. Real quick, I do sort of want to do just like to show you some of the rooms that I redid. This is like the main foyer whenever you walk in. It's pretty much the same. I also redid this room. I just changed like the wallpaper and the flooring. That's probably about it there. This is our main living room that we usually are in. I don't think I did much in here. I just changed some of the fabrics on the chairs and stuff. This room I think looks pretty good. Very green, very green. And this is the bathroom that I redid as well. Wow, it's like snowing really hard. But upstairs, if you remember last time, this bedroom and bathroom were not here. So I think I mentioned in the last video, like this hallway was super wide, and I think I could fit another bedroom in here. Well, I was able to, thankfully. So we have another bedroom in here as well. So that's about it. So the hallway is a little less wide currently, but basically, as you know, you can just go through here, and then this part over here is the part that was open before. So previously there was this, you had to go outside to walk through this hallway. And then over here is sort of like the main bedroom, which is where Giada is currently sleeping. We absolutely never use this room, but I redid some of it. I think I changed the wallpaper and I added like curtains or something. And then over here is the dining room. As you can see, I'm very big with like matching things. Is it like a little bit obsessive? I don't know. Perhaps it is. I think the kitchen's cool though. Like we went with like a little bit of I don't know, this reminds me of Greece a little bit, like the blue and white theme. But I don't know, I just wanted to add some color in here because it was a little bit beige. And then over here, this wallpaper is just like, what the F is happening here? It's like an Argyle, is that what it's called? It's like a giant Argyle sweatshirt. Same with this wallpaper. It's just like so much, and I love it. I love every single minute of it. Whenever I was like, I'm gonna redo the butler's room, I was also like, and I'm gonna go wild with the matching. So this is our new butler's room. As you can see, everything is going on, even down to the lampshade. Does the lampshade match too? It truly is just too much. I didn't even show you all the new bedroom. So this is the new bedroom. I think I think Enzo sleeps in here actually. It's very blue, as you can see, and then the bathroom sort of sticks with the blue theme there. This is like blowing my mind that I didn't even know Giada was best friends with Isabella. So Giada, who's an adult, is best friends with her cousin's daughter. Her cousin's daughter, would that just be her cousin as well? I don't really know how that works. I don't think I ever mentioned what generation we're on here with this family. Okay, so this is as far as it goes, but as you know, I switched worlds, family tree got lost, etc. So I think it's just missing 2 generations. So it's 2, 3. So this is the third one, Monroe. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Enzo and the twins are Gen 7. Wow, it really did snow. So as far as plans, today's a Sunday and everyone's just gonna do like their opportunities. We have a lot of opportunities we need to get taken care of. Gino here is gonna go for an hour jog. I'm actually gonna send him. Look how beautiful Monte Vista is in the winter. Holy crap. I'm gonna send him over here to this island. He's gonna jog over there. Amelia still wants to go to France. Amelia, I don't know if that's gonna happen. So I just really need to like redo one of the houses we have there. And I know whenever I go there, I'm gonna have to redo it. So, and I'm just like not looking forward to that so much. Because we already have a house that I love there. The big one on the hill, right? But it just only has 1 bedroom. So anyway, that's you know, rich people problems, I guess. Well, I think that's about it for our little family update that we have going on. So as I mentioned, like my goal with this Generation 7 is probably to either finish this investment property, like the renovation, or I think my priority might actually be just renovating the house in France, because I want us to start going on vacations again, because that was so fun to do as a family. I don't think we've been there since Leo died, and he was the one who bought the vacation homes and had the visa. Also, I don't know if I mentioned the price. The other house across the street that we bought was $217, which the terracotta townhouse, the one we owned before, was I think $115 or something. So it was a bit more expensive, but in the future I really think we might need the space, so it'll be good to have. And if not, if the family gets too big, I can always just like, then someone else in the family can like inherit it or something. Anyway, we are actually going to just end things here. It was nice getting to update everyone on the Bouclair family here. And yeah, I will see you all in like a generation or 2.